Destination D-Road Distery. This episode is going to be on the Matterhorn Bobsleds. The Matterhorn Bobsleds, the first thrill ride in the newly opened Disneyland park. At first, the concept of a thrill ride in a theme park was questionable, but Walt Disney gave into the demand for a new, exhilarating ride. Walt had recently been in Switzerland filming Third Man on the Mountain, and it was inspired by the real Matterhorn mountain. This beautiful mountain that sits in the Alps in Switzerland and Italy inspired Walt enough to send back a postcard to his Imagineer team stating, "Build this." In 1956, Walt Disney came up with the idea for some sort of toboggan ride.
In the world, he likes to bring back something for the park. And so when Walt was on location last year in Switzerland and saw the Matterhorn, he thought, say, that would make a nice souvenir for Disneyland. Well, there it is. Not the real mountain, of course, because even Walt couldn't bring the Matterhorn back, but he built one exactly to scale.
This was where the Matterhorn ride now sits. This dirt mound was jazzed up to look like snow-covered mountain with toboggans. It was given the name Holiday Hill, later Lookout Mountain, and finally Snow Hill. Disneyland Imagineer Bob Gurr was eventually given the daunting task of creating a tubular roller coaster with 2 tracks and holes so that the Disneyland Skyway can go through it. Construction began in 1958. The ride officially debuted on June 14, 1959, and it was 1/100th the scale of the real Matterhorn mountain in Switzerland. The Matterhorn was now the highest point in all of Disneyland. Today, it is the second highest point to the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Disney's California Adventure theme park. The Matterhorn was the first tubular steel track and roller coaster with an electric dispatch system that could have multiple coaster cars moving at once. During the late 1970s, the Matterhorn underwent many drastic changes. Some of the larger holes were filled in, the coaster cars were replaced, and a Yeti was added. 3 similar audio animatronic Yetis were placed throughout the mountain. The Yeti's nickname is Harold. In 1994, the Disneyland Skyway closed. One of the holes was filled in, while the other became a grotto waterfall. As recently as 2012, 2015, and 2018, the Matterhorn Mountain continued to go through refurbishments. It was painted and enhanced. There is an actual basketball hoop in the attic of the Matterhorn for employees during their break time. In 1964, tragedy struck Disneyland. This occurred when a 15-year-old boy stood up while on the Matterhorn ride, and due to his restraints being unbuckled by his friend, he fell. 3 days later, the boy was reported dead. This was Disneyland's first fatality in 1964. More than 800 gallons of paint were used in the original Matterhorn ride to mimic all of the snow on the real Matterhorn. Swiss dress climbers can be seen scaling the mountain ride from time to time. There are no duplicates of the Matterhorn in any other Disney theme parks. I hope you've enjoyed the history of the Matterhorn Bobsleds. Now, check out our full ride point of view.
Y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del producto. Ser sentados, por favor. Permanecer sentados.